Hey everybody, it's me, Myra, at Down Home Money, a simple approach to financial freedom. I hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday, and guess what? I'm back. I haven't been here for the last couple Tuesdays. I had some shorts published, but I haven't had time to do a video. I've been extremely busy. So I'm getting some houses ready because I'm putting some houses on the market. And so I've just been busy. So yesterday I was out putting soil and landscaping and doing all kinds of stuff because I really enjoy that. And our weather in Texas is fabulous. Oh my goodness. Y'all know I walk every morning and I walk 3 to 5 miles every day. And so, oh my goodness, now the weather is so crisp and cool in the mornings. And oh, that is therapy, boy. Get out there and get moving. Shout out to Mean Green, University of North Texas. You know I'm here in Denton. And shout out to y'all. I've got your t-shirt on today. So let's talk about what's going on in the housing market. Just what's going on in the economy, inflation, housing market. Are we going into a recession? Are we going into war? What in the world is going on? Okay, so housing. Y'all know that I have owned real estate franchises. I owned in Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, and Denton, Texas. My real estate team sells here in Denton, Texas. But in Kentucky, I have a franchise right on the border of Cincinnati and Southern Indiana. And so my agents are all 3 states there. And so it gives me a bird's eye view of seeing what's going on in the real estate market. So let me just give you a few facts. In 2020, according to the National Association of Realtors, a median house price was $280,700. And in 2023, just to show you how inflation is, what's going on. In 2023, the median house is $407,000. You guys, that's over a 40% increase. So that kind of tells you what's going on. At the same time, in 2021 and 2020, you could buy a house on a 3% mortgage rate. So a $500,000 house with 20% down and a 3% interest rate would cost you about $1,700 a month. Now, in 2023, a 7.5% interest rate, 20% down loan would cost you $2,700. That's over 58% increase. And so that is why the housing market has slowed. We're not selling as many houses as we were selling. A lot of people are just sitting on the fence. They're just like, they don't want to sell their house, or they want to move, but they don't want to sell their house. They don't want to leave their 3% interest rate to go to a 7.5% interest rate and have to pay that much more monthly. Think about that. $1,000 more a month, that's $12,000 more a year. That's incredible for the same loan amount, the difference in buying in 2020, 2021 compared to today. So that is part of what's going on in the housing market. Now, with that said, we still got cash buyers. We've still got people that are going on and jumping in the market because 7.5%, that's a low interest rate. And we don't know when we'll hit 3%. According to the Federal Reserve, they're saying that they still see, let's see what I wrote this down, this fact. They said they still see, the Federal Reserve says that interest rates will stay elevated through 2026. So a renter is throwing their money away. And why not go buy a house? You may have to buy a less expensive house than what you really desire or really like based on what the payment's going to be. Because now you're going to have to get that's $500,000 loan. You used to could get a $1,700 house payment. Now you're going to have to go down to $280,000 to get a $1,700 house payment. So, I mean, it does make a difference, right? And so because of that, you still want to buy a house because that's how you build your wealth. And I love these people on YouTube that say, oh, your home is not an asset. Are you kidding me? I sold my house. Bought my house in 2009. I paid $425 for it. I sold my house in 2022 for $995,000. Now, you tell me if that didn't help my wealth. So don't pay attention to that stuff, you guys. Listen, most people's net worth is tied to their home. So get focused on building your net worth, and buying a home is part of that process. So let's see, inflation. Inflation has come down. We are at 3.7% as of the end of September. But we also know that, the Federal Reserve, they're going to set the mortgage rate is going to be based on the Federal Reserve's when they set the interest rates, because the banks have to pay the Federal Reserve interest rate. So the bank's going to charge us more when you go to the bank to get a loan for mortgage rates. So they do run, if the interest rates go up, bank rates go up. Now, if you've got cash, you've got to get your cash in a money market that's making great interest rates. I checked my local bank, which I own stock in, so I was a little frustrated. But my local bank, the interest rates were 1.25 on money market. I did notice one of them was 2 on one of my business money markets. But I can get 5.28 right now at Vanguard's money market. So, check rates. PNC, my PNC money market went up to 4.75, I think, or 4.5. So you need to check, because your money needs to be making money. And these are great interest rates if you have cash on hand or in your savings account. Make sure you are maxing out what you're making on your reserves and the money that you have in the bank. That is really crucial and super important. So inflation, they say they're going to keep raising the interest rates. We may have another increase. We'll find out pretty soon. And I did notice that we'll get more inflation information out. I think it's like in the first week of November. So we'll know more if it is coming down. I've noticed my gas here in Texas. I filled up yesterday and it was $2.99 a gallon. Also, keep in mind, if you have stocks that you are being paid dividends on, you're going to have to pay taxes on the dividends at the end of the year, for taxes next year, for this year's taxes. So look at loss harvesting. So I have been looking at my stocks, because remember, I started this journey in 2020 and I was a complete novice, and learning comes with making mistakes. Okay. And comes with losing a little bit of money. Okay. I did. So I have some stocks I paid too much for. Like maybe I paid $18 a share for something and now it's down to $12. There's a $6 difference. I'm getting dividends. I am selling those stocks, the highest in, first out, so I can I can cost average. It's like when you're buying more at a lower price and you're cost averaging, I'm selling some to take the loss against my dividends. So I am earning a lot in dividends every month. So I can do that. So instead of paying taxes on that income I'm making, I can take some losses to work against it. You just need to look at yours, because we're coming to the end of the year. Now keep in mind, you don't want to create a wash sale, because if you buy before or sell within 30 days, buy 30 days before you sell and buy more 30 days after you sell. So there's a 61-day window. That can create a wash sale. And I don't want you won't be able to write that off. Okay. They'll just add that on to some of your dividends, the loss, and you won't get to write that off. So it's really important you understand that you can't buy 30 days before you sell, and you can't buy 30 days after you sell. So that's why I'm doing that now, to figure out what I want to do by the end of the year so I can loss harvest some of my losses against some of my gains from my dividends. Hope that helps. You guys, I will see you next Tuesday. I'll keep you I will keep you notified on what's going on. I listed a house and it's $289,000, and let's watch and see how quickly it sells. That is below the median price point. But I noticed that there's 8 of them in this neighborhood in the same price point within $25,000 of my asking. I think I'm the third least expensive, but we'll see how fast things are moving in the Denton, Texas market. in Cincinnati, Ohio, and northern Kentucky, things are still moving. They are slowing down, but they have a lot of companies moving in there. And that does make a difference. When you've got a lot of industries moving into your area and a lot of home builders building houses, then you've got a lot of excitement and the market seems to be doing better. And remember, real estate is local. What's happening in Denton, Texas is not happening in northern Kentucky or San Diego, for that matter, Austin, Texas. Every area is different. You got to talk to a local professional. If you want to know what's going on in your market, then get with a local professional. And if you need help with that, email me at downhomemoney@gmail. I got friends and people all over this country that I can hook you up with so you can see what your house is worth and see if it's time to sell now, but before, supposedly, according to YouTube, we're going to be crashing the real estate market. It ain't crashing, folks. Real estate is always a good bet. Bet on real estate. I'll see you next Tuesday. See you soon. Be sure and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. You can go to downhomemoney.com and sign up for my newsletter. I'll see ya.